selamat datang ke Yayasan Inovasi Malaysia. Semangatlah saya macam ni. Okey, anda semua di Cyberjaya sekarang. Kita kat mana tadi?
Jaya.
Yayasan Inovasi Malaysia. Okey. Yayasan Inovasi Malaysia. Kami mengadakan Teh Tarik Talk every month. And I think this is the 18th. No. Ya. Teh Tarik Talk dekat sini. Dan kali ini kita amat bertuah kerana kita ada Miss Indra Balaratnam. Kita tengok. Okey, saya tak nak bercakap panjang. Tanpa melengahkan masa, saya ingin menjemput Ketua Pegawai Eksekutif Yayasan Inovasi Malaysia, Encik Muhammad Azim Datuk Mustafa.
Terima kasih. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Apa khabar semua? Terima kasihlah datang. Kalau kau tak datang ni kosong je tempat kan. Nak disusul kursi. Thank you lah for coming to Yayasan Inovasi Malaysia. Kami sebenarnya ditubuhkan oleh Kerajaan Malaysia untuk mewujudkan satu suasana dan budaya inovatif dan kreatif di kalangan masyarakat. Khususnya kalau anak-anak muda macam awak ni memang berminat sangatlah untuk berbincang, untuk belajar daripada adik-adik semua mengenai keadaan semasa, macam mana kita nak masukkan kreativiti dan inovasi dalam kehidupan dari sekalian. So di Yayasan Inovasi Malaysia ni banyaklah perkara yang kita buat. Di belakang sana ada satu galeri tentang inovasi-inovasi yang telah kami ketemui daripada khususnya golongan akar umbi. Kita orang selalu masuk kampung-kampung dan mencari inovasi-inovasi di sana. Kita juga pergi ke universiti-universiti, sekolah-sekolah. Jadi kalau adik-adik sendiri ada inovasi, mungkin boleh ketengahkan kepada kami, dan kalau boleh kami bawa ke peringkat yang lebih tinggi, insyaAllah kita akan bantu. So hari ini, seperti Diana beritahu tadi, adalah program Teh Tarik Talk. So Teh Tarik Talk ni typically kita bawa seseorang personality yang berjaya di dalam bidang masing-masing, yang menggunakan inovasi dalam kerja mereka seharian, dan kita nak belajar daripada dia tentang kepakaran yang dia ada dan juga tentang dirinya sendiri, sebab inovasi ini selalunya datang daripada seorang yang kreatif dan inovatif. Jadi kita nak belajar bukan sahaja tentang aspek-aspek teknikal atau aspek-aspek apa yang dibuat, in this case nutrition dan dietitian lah, tapi juga tentang personality dirinya sendiri. Dengan itu saya nak menjemput Puan Indra Balaratnam. Welcome. Apa khabar Indra?
Jason, thank you.
Good. So selalunya boleh dengar kan? Okay, selalunya kita ada interaksi one on one, so that kita boleh tanya soalan mengenai kita. So Ms. Indra, how does one become a dietitian, a nutritionist?
Dietitian. Okay, when I chose to become a dietitian, I studied in Johor Bahru, in the convent in Johor Bahru. Ada siapa-siapa dari JB? Orang Johor? Yeah, I grew up in Johor Bahru. My father is Indian, my mother is Chinese, but I look Malay. But I was born in 1973, so if you can do the mathematics, I'm already 41. A lot of you are still young. But the reason why I'm happy to talk to you all about nutrition is because it's about health. And that's one of the reasons why I went to go and study nutrition, because I had family members that were sick. They had diabetes, they had heart problems, they had heart attack and things like that. So I went to study nutrition in the US, because at that time my parents sent me over to the US to study. So 4 tahun is a 4-year Bachelor of Science degree. Dan lepas tu Indra balik KL dan terus kerja kat sini dekat KL. Dan lepas tu pun kahwin orang KL. My husband is a KL guy, so KL is now my home.
Okay, so setelah now that you are a dietitian, bring us through apa yang Indra dah buat sejak balik dari US tu. What are the jobs that you held, what kind of work have you done?
Setelah balik ke KL ni, Indra kerja dengan pharmaceutical company. It's called Abbott Laboratories. Pernah dengar tak?
Pernah. Susu.
Yes, susu, you're right. Susu baby. Okay, so I worked at Apple Laboratories. I think tak cukup setahun, I think. It wasn't exactly what I wanted to do. Then after that, I worked for a company that did hospital catering. Pemakanan dalam hospital. You know the patient's tray that they send to patients? That was what I was doing. So I was the chief dietitian for 7 years, but it still wasn't what I wanted to do. Something just wasn't right. Sebagai dietitian, I still felt I wasn't helping the people that I needed to help, which was the patient. You still see patients going home, lepas tu tak tahu apa nak makan, ada kencing manis, ada heart attack, tak boleh makan ni, tak boleh makan tu, they don't know what to eat. So, dalam tahun 2001, Indra mulakan private practice Indra sendiri. It's called the Food Expert Clinic. I'm one of the only few dietitians in Malaysia that runs their own private practice. One of the reasons is because I feel we as the healthcare professional, we need to make ourselves accessible to the patient. So patient tak payah pergi cari doktor lah, kena ambil referral, just have to go and find the dietitian. So that's what I did. So dah berapa tahun dah? Now 13 years I've been doing my own private practice and it's been good. So in a lot of ways, innovation in whatever career that you choose next time when you do work, innovate. Don't let people tell you that if that's your profession, inilah tempat kerja you, this is where you need to be. If you feel that you are not being useful, tak ada purpose dekat tempat tu, then you create your own purpose in that sense.
Wonderful, well said. Bukan untuk Indra. Okay, my final question is a question that we always ask and it's very, very important. Jadi semua orang dengar. It's a tough question to answer, but do your best. If you were a superhero, what would your superpower be and why?
If I were a superhero, I certainly wouldn't be Wonder Woman. Because number one, I mean, as little girls, we all grow up thinking of Wonder Woman as our role model. But I rasa pelik lah. Every time I look at Wonder Woman, first and foremost, I didn't like her costume. It was too skimpy. Honestly, if women, we need to respect ourselves. Why do we have to wear underwear and a bra top? Doesn't make sense to me at all. And then yang kedua, Wonder Woman rides around in an invisible jet. Why? Why would you need to ride around in an invisible jet? Make no sense. Okay, so Wonder Woman would never be my role model. So I have to choose between
Any power, any superpower that you could have.
I think if I had to become a superhero, I wouldn't be anyone that you see in a comic book. I'd be a very unique superhero of myself. I wouldn't have to rely on gimmicks. So I wouldn't have to have glossy outfits. I wouldn't have to look different than what I am. If you notice, semua superhero, during the day, dia macam orang biasa. Then when they become the superhero, they become something else. True superheroes to me don't need to change themselves like that. If you look in the mirror and you see your own image, you are that superhero. You know what I mean? So if I were going to be a superhero, I would want to look exactly like this. I'd like to look human. Okay, I wouldn't want to look like a robot. And I think the one power that I would really want to have is the ability to heal and to take away pain from a lot of people. I know it seems very unrealistic, I guess, to think of it. But rather than to destroy, which a lot of superheroes we see do, I would like to heal. So that's what I
Teh Tarik.
Teh Tarik.
Okay.
Oh, so Teh Tarik.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's a cheat, I know.
But I think you might as well, because it's going to be quite a long time. So that the eat and whoever's
Kita kena panggil dia, brother. Teh Tarik 1. Music please.
Jap. Maaf.
He's ready to go.
Hello everyone. As you are enjoying your talk, I'm going to keep my talk very informal. So at any point, siapa yang nak tanya soalan ke, you got anything to ask or want to add to the talk, by all means. So, now you already know what a dietitian does. Ada siapa-siapa yang mak bapak pernah jumpa dietitian? Yes? No? No? Okay. Who here has a mother or father that has diabetes? Kencing manis. Ada kan? Or maybe a auntie, uncle, dato, nenek, somebody. Ada kan? If anybody here has other problems like that, I'm sure you all do. So that's why in my talk with you today, I want to talk to you about one aspect which is very much in your control that you can do so that you can take care of your health. Alright? Okay, if you notice, negara kita di Malaysia ada banyak rekod. We have the tallest twin towers, we have very long bridges, we have a tall telecommunication tower. But Malaysia also has a few records we cannot be proud of. Memang tak membanggakan. Okay? Especially when we look at our Kementerian Kesihatan health statistics and numbers. 60% of our Malaysians are overweight. Overweight meaning berat badan kita lebih daripada ideal. Okay? Now all of you pernah guna Google kan? You use Google? Okay, today when you go home, you go and Google BMI. I'm going to give you the answer to everything, everything is too easy, kan? You go back and Google BMI, Body Mass Index. Then you calculate your own BMI. Tengok whether berat ke, or are you overweight or are you not overweight. Alright, you go and do that, that's your homework. But once you find out your number, then you can see. But when I look around this room here, not everybody here is overweight. So good, I caught you at the right time. Berat badan ni is something, one day you are slim, especially when you're young, but as soon as you get older, in your 20s, in your 30s, dah lepas kahwin, dah lepas beranak, straight away, boom, that weight will come on you. Okay? So while you are now still thin, use this as a prevention. Now, what does weight have to do with our health? Apa kena-mena yang berat badan ni dengan kita punya status kesihatan? The impact of it is, it causes penyakit macam ni. Obesity, sakit jantung, kolesterol tinggi, darah tinggi, kencing manis, cancer. It's an impact on these diseases. And dekat Malaysia ni, because of our weight problem or our lack of awareness about our weight and our pemakanan, this has caused these diseases to go up. And every national survey that we do, dia terus naik. Okay? Now the problem with these diseases is the quality of life. We become a walking time bomb. A lot of our Malaysians end up then dying younger. A lot of you here are quite young, so you might not actually feel the impact of this, what I'm saying at the moment. But if you think about your own immediate family, mak bapa, your family, people around you, and if they have these problems, then this is something that will impact you as well. Okay? These diseases have a genetic link, alright? I don't want to scare you too much, but it's something to think about, something to put into your mind, so that as you get older, you think about it, okay? So now, what causes us to become unhealthy, especially with our pemakanan? Bila kita buat survey, sebenarnya dia ada 3 faktor Satu faktornya adalah no awareness. We all think that, masih muda lah, still too young lah, what's the big deal? Not going to happen to me, kan? Then lagi satu, I don't exercise. How many of you here exercise? Okay, I settled there, I already got my point. I don't exercise, okay? Kalau kita buat kajian dalam bilik ni also, we already have our results. A lot of us are becoming very sedentary. We rather spend our time on the iPad, on the computer, on watching TV, doing things that we just say, sugar. Oh, this is new. I like you very much, like you're very honest. Okay, sugar. Sugar is slightly better, at least tangan bergerak, and then you do use a little bit of energy. But for the most part, they're very indoors, very sedentary. But one thing we are real champion in is this one, the I love to eat part. So sebenarnya the I love to eat and the I don't exercise itu tak balance. If you want to maintain a good weight, these two things should balance themselves out. So as much as you eat, you kena active juga. But then if you're not active tapi suka makan, there's some problem going on there. So, let's take a reality check, okay? Indra nak tunjukkan what's the impact of if you are very sedentary, but then you like to eat a lot. Okay, let's take a look here. Nasi lemak. Who had nasi lemak for breakfast today? Okay, nasi lemak has 644 calories. For your information, an average youngster like you needs about 2,000 calories a day. The girls about 1,800 calories. This is for your age group lah, okay? Now, these two people here are cycling. Berapa jam mereka kena cycle? Berapa minit kena berbasikal kalau nak bakarkan kalori nasi lemak ni?
2 tahun.
2 tahun? Okay, 2 tahun. You said how much? 20 minutes just now?
Half an hour.
Half an hour. Okay.
1 hour.
I grew 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay, let's take a look. 3 jam, 15 minit. Have you, number one, you all don't exercise. Can you imagine having to cycle for 3 hours? I think tak larat lah. I think better just go and play snooker, okay? This is how long it takes. Okay, let's take for another example. Char kway teow. Char kway teow with the kerang. You can just taste it, isn't it? And then as Malaysians, kita makan not only for dinner, lepas tu kita makan supper, kan? Non-stop. One plate, 742 calories. Okay, it's equivalent to this person here is jogging. Okay, who wants to make a guess?
4 hours.
1 day.
1 day. 1 day. Anybody else?
4 hours.
4 hours?
6 hours.
3 hours. Okay, let's take a look. 1 hour 30 minutes. I like the guys who 1 hour 30 minutes ni nothing, right? I said 3 hours. Have you tried jogging for 1 hour 30 minutes? It's not easy. I think you jog for 3 minutes or so. A lot of you are winded really, right? I think a lot of you were happy to leave school. As soon as SPM dah habis, so I think happy. Tak ada pendidikan jasmani lagi, kan? The most hated cikgu in school was the pendidikan jasmani cikgu, right? Second most hated will be the nutritionist, dietitian. Okay, one more example. Nasi biryani. 880 kalori. Ini setengah kalori untuk kita punya perempuan, our ladies.
I stick for 4 hours.
4 hours. This person here is playing badminton. Badminton is tough, It's a very singles, bukan doubles, Singles. It's a very tough game. 1 hour. 1 hour. 4 hours. 2 hours. What up, berjam-jam? You're smart. 2.5 hours of badminton. Okay. Okay, last one. Thai pineapple fried rice. You know, this Thai pineapple fried rice is 815 calories. Tapi yang peliknya, Indra pernah ada patient, dia suka makan Thai pineapple fried rice. So I asked him, why are you always eating Thai pineapple fried rice? It's very heavy. Sebab Puan Indra, dia ada fruits. Dan pun dia serve dalam fruit. So in his mind, fruit healthy lah, right? Okay, in all fairness, you can't blame him for that perception. But the truth is, Thai pineapple fried rice, even pun ada nenas inside there, there's some fruit in there. But when you eat it in the restaurant, they goreng a lot of oil and the serving, the portion is very, very big, okay? So it's equivalent to, this person is kayaking. Last guess. 2 hours, 3 hours. 3 hours, 40 minutes. Okay? Now do you see my point about why the I love to eat and the I need to exercise, I don't exercise needs to become I have to exercise, has to balance. Because if you're going to be taking in this much calories all the time, and if you don't burn it off, then eventually these calories are going to make you gain weight. So you might be slim, trim now, but as the years go by, when you become in your 20s, in your 30s, that weight will creep up on you. Okay? So, are you convinced you should start now?
Yes.
But that doesn't sound convincing at all. Oh my gosh. Are you convinced that you need to start now?
Yes.
Okay. When I say start now, I don't mean to put you all on a diet. This is not a diet challenge. This is not the biggest loser yayasan innovasi. Nothing of that sort. At the end of the day, if you just put yourself for a challenge or something like that, itu pun consider short gains saja. At the end of the day, you've got to change your mindset. So no, this is not a gimmick. This is not some kind of challenge, 3 months, lose weight kind of challenge. Indra ni sebagai dietitian untuk you all, my idea is you need to get it into your head. So the tips that I'm going to teach you today will be with you forever. It's my superpowers that I'm now handing to you, so that with your knowledge of what you learned today, for the rest of your life you'll be able to manage your weight. So it's not because you're a contestant on the Biggest Loser challenge, or you suddenly want to put yourself on a diet. Memang tak ada deadline, tak ada timeline also. There's no timeline. You have your whole life ahead of you. From the age that you are now, you've got another 60, 70 years easily ahead of you. So that's the superpower that I want to give to you. So start now, because at the end of the day, you will prevent. How do you say prevent in Malay? Mencegah. You will mencegah these problems. Okay? So that you don't have to become that 60%. Statistics. You don't have to be part of that statistics or that record. Okay? So, are you ready to learn from my superpowers that I'm going to teach you? Yes. So these superpowers will be something you will remember forever. Don't forget, don't 10 years later then dah lupa. Who's Indra? Who is she? She came into your life because she wanted to teach you something. Alright? So, these are the top tips on how to manage your weight. So it doesn't matter whether you're overweight now or not, but the things you need to know so that you can manage your weight for the rest of your life. First tip is, don't bother with all these diet gimmick, all these kinds of things. Pernah tengok tak dalam magazine? Minuman herbal lah, pills, langsing badan lah. Got a lot, isn't it? You open any magazine also, there's always some kind of a product. Or some kind of product. Makan ni je, 2 minggu straight away. 20 kgs. You know, you see that kind of iklan kan? If ever you see those kinds of things, just forget them. Because those things will not work. Don't be tempted to take them at all. They just won't work. Alright? The truth of the matter is, a lot of those products cause you to end up becoming, you will lose weight, then you will gain weight, you lose weight, you will gain weight. They end up making you yo-yo up and down. Okay? So don't bother. Jangan bazikan duit. Just keep your money. Alright? They don't work. You're better off eating balanced meals, which I will show you later what to do. And don't fall for these gimmicks of all these celebrities. Sekarang ni media pun teruk. They always show you, like celebrities yang dulu gemuk, dah ada anak, straight away after 1 minggu dah ada anak, straight away, the body is so thin already. Those are all fake. Girls, boys, what you see in the magazines, a lot of those images are all either photoshopped or they are not the right timeline. That celebrity didn't look like that seminggu selepas melahirkan anak. Okay? So please remember that. Don't fall for everything that you see. The other thing, if you want to keep an eye on your weight, is have a game plan. Game plan meaning look at your own food. What are you eating? Can you cook? Or is your mom or dad the one cooking at home? Are you in control of your food? Okay? So have a game plan. And also make time for exercise. Tadi dah belajar kan? Kalau you love to eat, if you're not active, so the only way to become active is to make time for it. Look for activities. Sekarang ni yang trending and very hot is cycling in Malaysia. In KL. Any of you tried cycling? Yes, very good. So look for that kind of activities. Not just snooker alone. Okay? Look for other active activities that you can do. I know a lot of girls that go cycling as well, so maybe give it a try. Another thing is, if you want to maintain your weight properly and your health, don't skip meals. I know a lot of people, when they want to lose weight or they want to slim down, ada wedding lah, nak pakai baju yang slim, they skip meals. How many of y'all do that?
Yeah.
When you need to diet, you skip meals. Yes, right? Whatever it is, don't skip meals. Research shows that when you skip meals, what happens to you? You become very hungry, yeah. Hungry. Terlampau hungry sangat. When you become very, very hungry, what happens to you? Gastric is one. What happens to your concentration? Can you concentrate? Daya konsentrasi pun rendah. You can't even. What about your mood when you're very, very hungry? Bad mood, yeah. You're in a bad mood, nak cari gaduh ni. Somebody irritates you, you just want to strangle that person, right? You're in a bad mood. So don't do that to yourself. And the last one is, when you skip meals, dah terlampau-lampau tu, what happens? In your next meal, are you in control or not? No, everything will look sedap to you. The nasi ayam biryani, the Thai fried rice, the char kway teow, all those foods will be very, very tempting. And you will have a tendency to overeat. Okay, so you don't want that to happen to you. So don't skip meals. The other thing is to also be aware of your portions. Portions tu size hidangan. Okay? The problem with a lot of our portion nowadays, dia dah terlampau besar. Once upon a time, nasi lemak, or at least during Indra punya time, nasi lemak was like this. One small little packet. Ada tak lagi like that? Ada kan? That's the kind that you should be choosing, okay? The small packet. But nowadays, foods like nasi lemak also have gotten very, very big. Okay, the portion is big. Then lepas tu ada lauk lagi, all kinds of things to add to them, right? So that adds to the calories. Look at this cupcake. Dulu nak makan cake pun kecil-kecil, very cute, the cupcake. But now when we go to places like Starbucks or any kind of cafe, secret recipe, what? Look at the cake. It's huge, okay? So the portion has gotten very big. And look at this, our good friend the burger. 1 extra ringgit, boleh super size, boleh jadi large portion. You can have 2 patties, okay? So that becomes very, very big. So be careful about the portions. And that comes back to our plate model. So kalau nak makan dengan cara yang sederhana, this is how you should fix your plate. So your plate, half of your plate is vegetables, sayur. Lebihkan sayur. Siapa kat sini tak suka makan sayur?
Diorang, I suka.
Tak suka? Why tak suka? Tak sedap. Mak masak tak sedap? So when mak masak sayur tak sedap? Okay, at least you're being honest. So totally tak makan sayur? Kalau salad makan? Okay, alright. Half your plate sayur, if you can. Reason being, sayur ni dia kalori dia rendah, tapi khasiatnya tinggi. So kalau dia mengenyangkan. So kalau nak jaga berat badan tu, you don't want to gain too much weight, lebihkan sayur. Okay? Then the other quarter of your plate, this is your rice and this is your protein. Alright? So now getting back to my point about increasing vegetables. One of the things we always tell people is to increase your intake of vegetable. Tapi siapa-siapa yang tak suka makan sayur tu, suka makan buah tak? We have a breakthrough. So my advice to you, kalau sekarang ni tak suka makan sayur, then at least lebihkan makan buah. Can you promise me that? That you can do that? Sebab khasiat dalam sayur tu is about the same in the buah as well. So make sure that you get your vegetables in servings in there. Alright? So, technically what you need to remember is 5 in a day. 2 servings of fruit, 3 servings of vegetables. 5 a day. Alright? The other one is to look at your cooking, cara masakan makanan tu. Siapa kat sini suka makanan yang bergoreng? You like foods that are fried? Okay. The problem with too much fried foods is kandungan lemak dia pun tinggi. Kandungan lemak tu, if it's too much lemak, eventually your body also will get too much fat. So, Indra nak pesan, cari cara masakan yang lain. Look for foods that are grilled. Suka tak ayam yang dipanggang? Yeah, so look for those, roasted. What about noodle soup? Yeah, that's a good choice. Makanan yang steamed, stir-fried or pan-fried. Now these food choices have less oil. Okay? So they are much better for you. Okay, now just to illustrate to you the kandungan lemak dalam makanan kita ni, I will give you a little prize for the first person who can tell me and guess berapa kandungan lemak dalam roti canai itu. Roti canai ada berapa gram lemak? Just take a guess. 50? Okay, I will tell you it is less than 12. Less than 12. Who can give me a number? 8, 11. Siapa yang dapat 10 tadi? Okay, let's see. Kandungan lemak dalam roti canai. 10 grams. Who was the one who said 10 grams?
Diana.
Congratulations. No, I think one of the girls here in front said 10. I think she said 10. The one yang kat depan ni. She said 10. This one, behind you. You said 10, right? Oh, you said 10. Okay, you keep 10. Nasi goreng. How many grams of fat in nasi goreng? Who wants to take a guess? Kandungan lemak dalam nasi goreng. 20, 50. Let's see. 25. 25. Okay, who was going to say 20? This one is for you. This is for you. Congratulations. Okay, what about Ramly burger? Berapa kandungan lemak dalam Ramly burger? 40. Okay, for your information, kau orang ni you need 66 grams of lemak dalam sehari. Okay, so let's see. Kalau makan one Ramly burger alone, how many grams? So who guesses? The girls over here? The girls makan senyap je. Okay, let's see. 19 grams. 20 lah, 20 grams. Who said 20 grams just now? Okay, this is for you. 20 grams. Okay, tengok gambar yang last kali tu. Apa tu? Rojak. Yes, rojak. Okay, Indra had the shock of her life when I saw how much fat was in the rojak. A lot of people think rojak macam salad kan? Ada sengkuang, ada timun. Very light, macam salad je. Not a big deal kan? Who wants to guess how much fat is in a rojak? You say 50? 70? 20. Makan. 20. Okay. You will be very surprised at rojak. 51 gram lemak. Did you guess? Yeah, exactly. Patient Indra pun, Bapak Indra, rojak tu. Ya, salad what? What is that? The truth is, mana lemak dalam rojak tu? Yes, the kuah, and then yes, all the cucur udang, the cucur, all the things that are there. Okay. Alright, so who guessed 50? You guessed 50. Very good. How did you know? Was it a guess? Was it just a guess? Okay, very good. So now, knowing what you know now, you don't have to diet sampai tak makan. You just need to change your choices a little bit, right? So, if selalu makan ikan goreng, hari-hari tu ikan goreng je. Ikan is a very good protein. It's a very good food for you. Tapi kalau kita nak tukar cara masakan dia, tak nak banyak lemak tu, what's a better choice? Go for ikan panggang or ikan bakar, something that doesn't use so much oil. Boleh jimat 100 kalori. Okay? What about noodles? Mie goreng. Yes, very good. Switch to miso. Perfect. And if you switch to miso, dapat jimat 100 kalori. Just like that. Okay? What about burger? If you want a burger, what's a better choice? Fish burger. Fish burger? Fish burger is fried. Cannot. Not your best choice. What's a better choice? Breast part also not a better choice. Slightly better. Go for a sandwich. A sandwich is a better choice. Jimat 500 kalori. So every time you make these kinds of choices, dapat jimat kalori. Lama-lama siapa yang berat badan dia tinggi, you choose the one who's overweight, you will slim down. The one who is slim, you will maintain your weight. Alright? So from lemak, now we're going to talk about gula. Gula is another thing. When we take too much sugar, it can cause us to gain weight. Sebab gula ni, dia kalori yang kosong. Dia tak ada vitamin, dia tak ada mineral, tak ada protein, apa-apa pun tak ada. Tapi dia ada kalori je. So for every teaspoon of sugar, kita tambah kalori je. So that's why we call it empty calories. Kalori yang kosong is not necessary. But the problem with a lot of us is we become very used to eating sweet foods. And if the food kalau tak manis ni, we don't like it. Alright? So we need to be careful about foods that are very sweet. So, the World Health Organization have already put a recommendation on sugar for us. For adults, tak boleh melebihi 10 teaspoon sugar. Okay? So no more than 10 teaspoons of sugar. Currently in Malaysia, we are consuming 24 teaspoons of sugar per day. The average Malaysian. Okay? So that's bad. So siapa kat sini suka yang manis? Suka makan manis? Kalau suka makan manis, so it's like macam apa? What do you like? Gula-gula, coklat, lagi? You like water? Cadbury, things like that, right? Okay, so now knowing what you know, let's take a look at the sugar content. Now the reason, like I said, sugar ni dia ada banyak berkait dengan obesity, with our overweight. It's the number one reason for us having sakit gigi. A lot of times we don't brush our teeth, so then we end up with teeth decay because of sugar. Right? And of course, it's the number one reason for kencing manis, diabetes. Right? Okay, let's play another game. Let's guess the sugar content in some of your favorite food. Donut. Wait, not yet. Okay, kita tengok donut dulu. Donut apa yang you suka? Dunkin' Donut, Krispy Kreme. Okay, kalau beli donut berapa banyak? Satu, okay. Pakai berapa? 6. Half a dozen. Oh, that's a lot. Seorang je makan ke? Share dengan kawan. Seorang. Okay. So the hero over here that said dia makan 6 donat seorang. Kita tengok berapa banyak gula dalam donat. Who wants to take a guess? Donat ada berapa suhu gula? 18. Satu. No, not 18. 9. Okay, siapa dapat tempat, I'll give you a prize. Okay, so let's take a look. 5 teaspoon, 1 donut. Oh, you got another prize. Do you want another one? I'll give you this one. Yeah, this one. So, the one yang beli 6 donat, makan seorang je, tak share dengan kawan, 6 kali 5 dah berapa teaspoon? So you just consume 30 sudu gula. Dalam sehari unitnya berapa? 10, ya? The intake tak boleh melebihi 10 sudu gula. So if just eating that 6 donuts alone dah over, ya?
How about ice coffee?
Ice coffee, I'm coming to that the next slide, okay? Okay, what about jelly? Jelly. Pudding, jelly. 4 teaspoon. Yeah, you're right. Very good. Let it go. Not let it go. Okay. Twiggies. These Twiggies. The gardenia Twiggies. Okay, anybody else wants to be a guest? 8 teaspoon. Very good. So remember that kalau makan 2 Twiggy itu dah 8 sudu. So kalau boleh makan 1 je lah. Don't need to eat too much. Okay? What about our local kuih? Local kuih? Like all our kuih bingka ke, seribu, not so much curry puff, but you are all correct. It is between 1 to 5. Tengok apa jenis dia. The one macam onde-onde, then a bit sweeter. Ada gula, more gula melaka and all that kind of stuff. Okay? What about all the cereal? The one yang banyak gula ni, cereal yang banyak gula. 5 teaspoons of sugar. Okay? What about Oreo? Biscuit Oreo. Kalau Indra makan 4 Oreo ni, dapat berapa gula? How much do you think? Let's take a guess. 4? 6? Okay, let's take a look. 3 teaspoons. So actually, biscuit Oreo ni is not so bad. If you want something sweet, this is not so bad. Okay? Last one is ice cream. 1 scoop of ice cream. Berapa sudu gula? 6, 10, 8, 4 teaspoon. Itu 1 scoop je. How many scoops of ice cream do you eat normally? 3 scoops. So kalau 3 scoops, 12 sudu gula. Now can you see where your sugar comes from? It comes from these things. Ini makanan, sweet food. Let's take a look at drinks. You wanted to know about iced coffee, right? Okay, Coke or a carbonated drink. Okay, let's take a look. 8 teaspoons. Okay, who said it? Do you want another prize? Okay, let me choose another. Okay, what about Milo? Like a chocolate. Okay, not Milo, but a chocolate drink, chocolate milk. Belakang? 6 teaspoons. Anybody said 6? So the closest is 5. Yeah, this is for you. Come. Very good. What about cordial? Cordial tu macam air sirap, whatever lah, F&N, root beer. Okay, let's take a look. 5 teaspoons of sugar. Who said 5? Okay, last one. Teh Tarik or coffee tarik, any kind of drink like that. Coffee, iced coffee will be the same, right? Because you just add ice. The ice are the calories. A glass of Teh Tarik, how many teaspoons of sugar? 6 teaspoons. Okay, now, knowing what we know now, Coca-Cola ada 8 teaspoon, Teh Tarik ada 6 teaspoon. Does this mean we don't get to drink them or eat these foods at all? Boleh makan, boleh. Not to say you cannot. Tapi, be be a bit more aware of how much you are eating. So maksudnya kalau dah minum teh tarik dah hari ni 6 teaspoons of sugar, should you have the ice cream as well? Kalau boleh, don't eat the ice cream lah, because if you eat the ice cream together with the teh tarik, together with too much kuih, then hari tu dah melampau dah, gula dah melampau. Too much than the 10 teaspoons that you need. So learn to balance your intake. Okay? Choose your one sweet food and just have that. Alright? This is another thing I want to teach you. When you are buying your drink, like your sugary drink and all that, you will see it on the packaging, the label. So if you buy macam biscuit, cookies, or your drink, look at the label. Because this is how you can see where the sugar is. So when you look at your label, look under gula. You will see the nutrition label. When you look under gula, it will tell it to you in grams. So makanan ni dia ada 12 gram gula. Tapi berapa banyak 12 gram tu? What does it mean? How many teaspoons of sugar is it? You just remember this. 4 gram gula bersamaan dengan 1 sudu gula. It's the same as 1 teaspoon. So when you look at what you bought, if it says 12 grams, dia bersamaan dengan 3 sudu gula. Okay? So that's how you read your nutrition label. Okay, one more tip. We are coming to the end of this already. When you are always thinking about food, distract yourself. So don't always think like, if I do something means kena makan. When I'm together with my friends, kena makan. You're always just thinking of food all the time. So one way to distract yourself is, don't have any mindless eating. So when you're watching TV, try not to just, like what you all are doing now, have the whole Tupperware in front of you. Dengan Indra, dia makan je. Sampai the whole Tupperware also finish. What you should be doing is you should be doing like this girl here. See? She's doing it correctly. Dia tak pegang Tupperware macam tu. What were you planning to do with that Tupperware? Tapi look at her. She took a plate and she just put some of the food there. See, the girls are all correct. The boys are all just holding the Tupperware and eating. What's the problem with what they are doing? Apa yang boleh terjadi kalau dimakan macam tu? What can happen? Overeating, yes. Because if they are just watching TV, then the show like very exciting, kan? Then they will before you know it, then the whole Tupperware will be finished. So same with your potato chips. If you buy potato chips, don't take the whole big bag and then just sit there and eat like that while you're on the computer or while you're watching TV. Put it on a little plate and only eat what's on the plate. Okay, so she's correct. Another thing that some of my patients do is they brush their teeth early. So kalau malam-malam, that's the time they're always snacking on something. Dia pergi terus gigi. So once they brush their teeth already, dia rasa macam tak nak makan. Or at least they think twice lah. Should I eat or should I not eat? I already brushed my teeth. Okay, so that's one tip that you can use. Alright. One of the final tips is be realistic in your weight loss. Remember I said, kalau gimmick, makan produk, the weight loss is too fast, be very careful with those. So try to aim for a slow and steady weight loss. One thing I want to highlight to you, because a lot of you are young, saya tengok semua ada telefon je, not really telephone, but you all have a smartphone. What you can do is, you can use an app, a health app. There are a lot of health apps that you can download. One of them is MyFitnessPal. It's actually a very easy app to download. Tapi MyFitnessPal ni dia fun. Everything that you eat, you just key it in. Then dia jadi macam diary. So like if you ate roti canai, you ate nasi biryani, nasi ayam, everything that you ate, you just key it in your name. And then at the end of the day, it will total for you berapa banyak calorie, berapa banyak lemak, everything it will let you know. So remember the app, MyFitnessPal. So when you're using your telephones and all that, don't just use it only for Facebooking or for Instagram and things like that. Use it to take care of your health. Okay? So download the app as well. Okay, so that's the end of my presentation to you. So the one thing to remember is that I have an Instagram. Very good, thank you. The truth is, Indra punya Instagram, I think minggu lepas je I started my Instagram. So I'm also innovating myself because I realized as a healthcare professional, I needed to make myself more accessible. So I started my Instagram so that you can hashtag me, Indra Balaratnam, my full name, and you will find me. So if you want, you can follow me on my Instagram. I'll give you a little bit of information here and there about nutrition so that hopefully that will inspire you. Okay? So my take-home message to you is you are all still young. So use your age as your advantage. Today's talk, some of the information might not make sense to you at this present moment because you all are still young. Rasa macam, I'm not going to have kencing manis, I'm not going to have these illnesses. No, definitely not me. That's not me. I'm still thin. But I want you to remember one thing. This information that you learned today is something that you can hold as your own knowledge so that as you get older, it's something you will remember throughout your life. Okay? So remember, that's my superpower. Azif asked me what was my superpower if I had to be a superhero. And as a superhero, my power was to heal. So if I can help you prevent getting those illnesses, I would have done my job as a superhero. Because that's what I would want you to do. Not have you suffer and have these illnesses at all. Okay? Ada apa-apa soalan tak? Anybody wants to ask me any food question?
Red meat.
Red meat, okay.
They said red meat is not good for everything. And then also raw meat, macam kita ambil salmon, things like that. So what is your advice on that?
Raw meat, red meat kandungan lemaknya tinggi, can be a little bit high. But meat, the important thing is still the portion. Don't overeat. So kalau suka makan daging tu, red meat, ikut tapak tangan, size tapak tangan. So this is a sensible portion of meat. So if you go to a restaurant where the beef steak is very big, you might be able to share that with someone. But red meat is a good source of iron, so it's a good part of the balanced diet. But remember the size. Portion. The thing about raw meat, your next question was about raw meat. Raw meat has bacteria, so it's important to cook your meat up if you can. Salmon like sushi. Yes, the thing with sushi is it needs to be eaten fresh because when they do it at the kitchen straight away they serve to you. So if you buy sushi at the supermarket, don't keep it in the car for 2-3 hours, then you balik rumah makan. So you need to make sure it's very clean. Yeah. Any other question? Any other question? Yes.
This 8 glasses water a day. How do you break it? 1 hour glass ke atau you take one shot?
It doesn't matter. One shot? Can you drink one shot in glasses a day?
People do that before they go to sleep. Over they drink 1 liter one shot.
Well, the recommendation is 8 cups of water, at least 2 liter lah. Okay? 2 liter air for the whole day. if I were you, space out your water drinking periodically. Don't drink one whole bottle just like that, okay? Because you do need water throughout the day. The best way to see whether ada cukup minum air, who can take a guess? What is the best way to see whether you have had enough water to drink? I will give you a prize if you can guess.
Berapa kali buang air?
Berapa kali buang air? Okay, tak tepat sana. Berapa kali buang air is still not tepat. Not the exact answer I want. How do you know if you are drinking enough water? Kalau cukup, ada minum air secukupnya.
Color urine.
Color of urine, who said that? You are right. The color. Can you pass this to me, please? Okay, so since you answered the question, the color of urine, apa color of the urine should it be? Should it be dark yellow like this? Should it be yellow like this? Then what color? It needs to be a very light yellow. Very, very light yellow. Like, even lighter than this. But remember, sometimes, if you kalau makan vitamin pill, right? If you take a multivitamin, multi-mineral pill, kadang-kadang your urine will look green. It will have a light green color, like the color of your t-shirt. That kind of green, acid green. It's because of the vitamin pill. So don't get worried, okay? Any other question?
How about the coffee O zero ice? They asked me.
Kopi O?
Coffee O zero ice.
Kopi O. Kopi O. Yeah. Okay, now black coffee, it still depends. Black coffee kosong, kalau tak ada gula, tak ada susu, kalori dia kosong. It's 0 calories. It's only when you tambah the gula, tambah the susu pekat, susu sejat, then you add the calories to it. So sama lah, it becomes 8 teaspoons if you add it, with too much sugar. So my tip to you is, if you want to control your sugar, what can you do? If you go to the mama store, what can you order? Sebab kalau dia dah buat, dia dah letak susu, dah letak gula, definitely 6 teaspoons. So if you want to control your sugar intake, what can you do? Tapi kalau kurang manis susu, do you believe him? Is he going to put less sugar for you? Some you can't believe kan? Her suggestion is tambah air. Tapi kalau tambah air, then how? What happens to the drink? Air kan? Tak sedap. Kongsi-kongsi, then separuh je. You 3 sudu gula, I 3 sudu gula. Yes, separate the sugar. So what you can tell the guy is, okay, jangan tambah gula, just order a kopi O or something. Bawa gula, then saya tambah sendiri. So that way you can put 1 or 2, rasa dulu. If the taste is okay, then cukup lah. Tak payah sampai 6 teaspoon kan. So that's how you become in control of your food. You don't have to feel like, but I have no choice. If I come to this restaurant, this is all I can eat. Actually, padahal you have a lot of choices. You are in control. So you are in control to make those choices. Okay? Any other question? If no question, then I will do my little cooking demo. Okay. Actually, Indra ni suka masak. I like to cook. Because the truth is, as a dietitian, no point just telling you about food, but then not offering you solutions and ideas. Now I notice a lot of you like to snack, right?
Yeah.
See, the whole Tupperware habis already. You love to snack. So what I want to do is I'm going to show you how to make your own snack at home that doesn't have much sugar but still tastes nice, and dia ada bahan-bahan yang bagus untuk kesihatan. They are not rubbish junk food that doesn't give you any vitamins or minerals or nutrients. Okay, so we start with cereal. Do you all like to eat cereal?
Yes.
You do. Okay. Hit or miss? Cereal ni kena makan dengan susu. In a way, it's a very mat salleh type of breakfast. Not many of us will eat it because most of us we still like our noodles, our nasi lemak, we like our local breakfast. So sometimes, cereal is actually very good for you. Sebab dia ada bijirin penuh, whole grains. And whole grains ada banyak fiber, and it's got a lot of vitamins for you. So, being that if you don't like to eat it as a breakfast cereal, cara mak saleh, you don't like to eat it that way, kita innovate. We make it into our style, our flavor. Okay, so we innovate. So, let me just open this. This is a oat cereal, actually, oat crunch.
If you need old hands, I'll hold it right. Oh, yes, okay.
So we put it in here, into the bowl. And then kita tambah kacang. Now kacang is actually very good for you. Kacang ni tinggi dengan protein, dia tinggi dengan selenium. Selenium ni dia jenis khasiat yang bagus untuk otak. So if you want to be smart, you want to innovate, you need to think, okay? And
Jerawat. And then they say gajus is not good for your brain.
who told you that?
I don't know. They say that the fat contains.
Nuts are actually very high in very good healthy fats. Monounsaturated fat, which is good for your heart. But the problem with kacang is, a lot of us, bila makan kacang, kita susah nak control. We will eat the whole entire bag. Pernah tak? Kalau makan kacang ni, the whole thing will finish. Now you must remember, kacang ni, dia tinggi dengan minyak. It's got fat, okay? But it's good fat. But you don't need a lot of kacang. One serving, actually, satu sajian kacang is actually only this much. This is all the kacang you need. Yang ni bersamaan dengan yang paket kecil tu, yang 40 gram. The one that you buy dekat 7-Eleven, dekat petrol station tu, like the Tong Garden, you know that kind of nuts. Itu hidangan saiz yang betul. Not one whole bag like this. This one ada 2-3 hidangan. You can actually eat it 2-3 times. That's why the bag boleh tutup. It's an airtight bag. It's for you to keep, okay? But being that it's hard for us to control, we innovate. We put it into other things so that we don't overeat too much of a good thing, okay? So we add our kacang in here. And then kita suka rasa manis kan? We like something sweet. But we don't want to eat a snack that's too sugary. So, to get the sweetness, kita tambah dried fruit, kismis. Now, buah-buahan kering macam ni, apricot, or sometimes you've got the nanas, you know, the dried pineapple, cranberries, kismis. They are very sweet. Rasa dia manis kan? Tapi yang ni gula semula jadi. It's natural sugar. It's the same like dates. What do you call dates? Buah kurma. It's the same like dates, okay? So you add your raisins in here. Nak bagi dia rasa manis. Alright? Tapi dengan cara yang semula jadi. Everybody loves chocolate. Oh, I just want I want at the back there. You love Cadbury, right? We all love chocolate. Chocolate is a taste that is very unique. Everybody loves it. But if you eat a whole bar of chocolate, calorie dia tinggi, gula dia tinggi, lemak dia tinggi.
Is it different between milk chocolate and dark chocolate?
Yes, a slight difference.
So I don't eat more dark chocolate.
No, don't eat more. Don't eat more. And even though something is good for you, don't eat more of it. Because at the end of the day, remember I love to eat and the activity dia kena balance. If you eat too much or something, then kandungan kalori dia kena tinggi. Then if you don't burn it off, you will just gain weight. Because it's too much energy for you to keep. So if you like chocolate, you can buy this. Chocolate chips. And this is available in the supermarket. Kita biasanya beli chocolate chip ni, kita buat biskut, raya time, you know. So don't need to wait for raya time. You go and buy these chocolate chips. These are dark chocolate, so it's good for your heart. But we don't want to overeat the chocolate, so we put them into our snack. Okay? So we put a little bit of chocolate to give it different taste. Oh, you want more? Okay, more.
What? So good.
I'm going to shut one eye. So the kismis and the cashew nut is already going to give you pimples, so might as well just put that. Okay, what else is there? Okay, that's it. And then you just shake it all up.
Okay, let's see.
If you have a big Tupperware, you just put it all inside the Tupperware container, then you just shake it. Just give it a good shake. But there you have it. You have a very healthy snack. But of course, jangan makan the whole bowl lah. This one simpan, put in an airtight container. My secret is, because I'm always busy running around, I put a small Tupperware of this inside my bag. So when I'm working, pukul 3, pukul 4 like that, I'm feeling a bit hungry, but I don't want to eat goreng pisang, I don't want to eat the fattening kueh and all those kinds of things. I have this as my snack. But it's good snack because it's got bijiran penuh, it's got the whole grains, which is my carbohydrate. It's got the nuts, which is my protein. And then it's got a little bit of sweetness from the raisins and from the chocolate. So I don't feel like I don't have any sugar. Okay? So this is one of the innovative secrets to having a healthier snack. Okay? Innovate. Remember that. That's the key word. Okay, so I'm going to pass this around for you all to share. Okay, pass this around so that you all can take some and share.
Nanti mesti ambil yang coklat portion mana?
Kalau campur susu boleh ke?
Ha? Nak campur susu.
Campur susu? Actually, you brought up a good point. Kalau nak makan dengan susu, so you can. So if think of it then as cereal biasa lah. So that you've added more nuts and you've added chocolate chips. But that if you like to eat it that way, also you can. Tapi kalau makan kering like this as a snack, also you can. Okay? But this is a nice mid-afternoon snack because around this ketiga, keempat, you tend to get hungry. And if you're at the office, you're in your school studying, this is a very healthy snack for you. Okay? Okay. While they are handing out the snack, I want to show you how to innovate and make your own carbonated drink. Minuman carbonated. Okay? Because a lot of us, we like our Coke, we like all these things, but then tadi Coke ada berapa sudu gula? 8, right? That's a lot, right? How many of you drink more than 2 Cokes dalam sehari? 3. You like to drink a lot. So if you like something gassy, But you nak dengan gula yang semula jadi, you don't want to have to tambah gula. Let me show you this secret, okay? What you do is you buy juice. Juice yang this type, 100% juice, no sugar added, tak ditambah gula. Okay? So you buy this kind, any kind of brand lah. I'm not necessarily this brand, but any brand that's in the supermarket, you can buy this. Okay? So then at home, you can pour it in there. So you can use juice. Okay. And then to make it carbonated, nak bagi dia bergas kan? What do? Kita tambah air soda. Now, dekat supermarket dia ada dua jenis. Ada satu air tonic, and then lagi satu air soda. Don't buy the air tonic. Air tonic tu ada gula. Okay? Pilih yang ni, air soda. Soda water. Soda water dia air biasa, tapi dia bergas. Alright? Tapi dia tak ada gula. So, we add this in here. Okay. 100 plus is soft drink. Yeah, 100 plus has sugar. But a lot of people like to drink 100 plus, but we think, alah, banyak buffalo lah, energy drink lah, I must drink 100 plus. That one is marketing gimmick. Athletes, people who are active, you drink 100 plus, okay, because you burn off the calorie. But for regular people, it's just a soft drink. Okay, so now, you just stir it with this thing. A little bit more. Want to add another one to share? Okay. I think we can put another one. Let us add another one. Okay. So there you have a carbonated drink. Yep. So this is one of the ways to make your own carbonated drink. You just add the soda water. Alright? But of course you can adjust yourself. You want to make it more sweet, then you put more juice, less of the soda water. If you don't want it so sweet, you add more of the soda water. So it's up to you to play around with it. But just remember, if you want your juice to be gassy, just add soda water. Alright? You don't have to buy the carbonated drink. So that way, it is the natural sugar from the fruit. It's not added sugar. Okay? Alright. So that one we can take and share with you and everybody. Okay, last kali, I know you all said tak suka makan sayur, don't like sayur, don't like fruit. Is that true? Now that you have heard me talking, do you want to give it a try? Yes. I'm going to show you how to make a salad. Tak payah masak kan. So people like you all yang tak pandai on api lah, tak pandai cuci, all these kind of things, not handy in the kitchen, any idiot also can make this because it needs no cooking. It's an idiot proof, okay? So siapa yang berminat nak masak, you feel like, yeah, maybe I need to try cooking, this is your opportunity to do it, okay? So I'm going to show you how to make a very simple salad.
You want this morning salad, yeah?
And this, what's that? Oh, I heard you all had a food challenge this morning. Okay. Have you all seen things like this dekat supermarket? It's just salad. It's actually grown in Cameron Highlands. Believe it or not, our own country also has this kind of thing. Tapi kita pergi restaurant, we pay so much money to eat a salad, okay? Now this salad that I'm going to make for you is a good meal. For example, if you've already eaten a very heavy lunch, and then you rasa like, I'm watching my weight, I need to replace, I don't want to eat a heavy dinner, because if I eat a heavy dinner, I'm going to gain weight. But I want to replace my dinner with something light. This is the meal for you. Okay? It is complete, it is balanced, it is light, but you won't pengsan and then like, oh my god, not enough calories, and then, you know. So you won't be starving yourself. But it is a nice meal replacement. So you can either replace a heavy lunch or a heavy dinner with this meal. Okay? So you start with the salad leaves. Just put it into a bowl. Okay? So you don't even have to cut it. It already comes like that, all cut. This
leaves, the other
oh, ada banyak-banyak. Don't know what classic mixed salad. Oh, you're right. It's got all the different salad leaves. Correct. Tapi dekat supermarket ada banyak jenis. It's very cheap. So, and you don't even have to basuh. It's already ready washed. I find this very convenient to use when I want to make salads. If you feel daun dia besar sangat, what you can do is you just use your hand and you just peel it. That's all. Okay? Second one. Some in here. Oh, cherry tomatoes. It's very good, cherry tomatoes. Yeah, correct. That's why I have cherry tomatoes in your salad. Okay, now that you have your salad base, kalau makan macam ni pun tak sedap. We're going to have to add ingredients to it, right? So we add tomatoes. Now, kalau nak makan sayur ni, the best is go for a variety of colors. Because the different colors of the sayur, dia ada banyak antioxidant. They give you a lot of good nutrition. So go for the different colors, okay? So now we add the tomatoes. Mayonnaise. Nanti Indra tunjukkan satu salad dressing even better than mayonnaise. Healthier than mayonnaise. Okay? So now kita dah ada tomato warna merah. Tomato is very high in lycopene, which is good for your heart. Now we are going to add yellow. So this is actually capsicum. Pepper stuffed capsicum, right? It's very sweet. Capsicum is very high in vitamin C. Now, vitamin C is actually very good for your skin. So, if you want to look young, you want to look pretty, it's good for skin. It's good for your collagen as well. So, if you feel you've got cellulite, little things that you want to get rid of, increase your intake of vitamin C foods. Plus, vitamin C is very good for your immune system. Daya tahanan badan. So if you want to fend off the flu, everyone, your colleagues are coughing away there, vitamin C will become like your force field. Okay? So add this to your salad. Semua tak payah masak kan? Don't need to cook. So ladies, this is something easy that you can make even at home. Tak apa, husband tak makan tak apa. At the end of the day, innovate. You cannot control other people around your life, but if health is important to you, then you do it for yourself. No point doing it for other people. But do it as an example. So when the family sees that, oh, mommy is eating healthy, even the children will start to be inspired. So people you cannot change, now don't change them. Start with yourself first. Okay? So add this in. Next we have orange. This is carrots. For carrots, for me, I like to cut them small. Because carrot is keras. So sometimes it doesn't taste nice when it's too hard. So what you do is you just cut it very thin like this. Or if you're lazy to cut, you just buy the grater and just grate it. Okay? Carrots, sayur-sayuran yang warna kuning, warna orange macam ni, dia tinggi dengan sejenis vitamin. Who can tell me what vitamin that is? Vitamin A. You're right. This is for you. Vitamin A. Now vitamin A bagus untuk apa? Mata. Yes, you're right. The funny thing, kita pelik tau orang dewasa. Masa ada anak-anak, when we have young kids, we take care of the children's diet. We feed them carrots, we put all kinds of good things. But as soon as we become adults, we forget all that good nutrition, and we eat rubbish. Now these carrots are available everywhere. Rubbish tastes good, unfortunately. But healthy tastes even better. The problem is we have forgotten about it, and then nobody makes it for us. I should be your neighbor. Okay, so you add the carrots in here. And at the end of the day, there's no recipe to this salad. If kalau suka carrot, put more. If you like tomatoes, put more. There's no real recipe to this. Now that we already have our vegetables, time to add our protein. Because if you're going to use this as a meal replacement, kalau makan sayur macam ni, straight away you will be hungry. If you ate this pukul 8, trust me, by pukul 9, pukul 10, you'll be hungry. Then you'll be looking for things to munch. So you need the protein to help you stay full. So we're going to add protein to our salad. Have you all seen this before? Kacang kuda. Now kacang kuda is a bean. And a bean is very high in protein. Sama macam daging. So if you're trying to watch your cholesterol level, you don't want to eat so much red meat, but you still need your protein because it's for your health, consider beans. Okay? So this kacang kuda is from a can. You know the kimball, the kacang kuda? You just open the can and then you just wash it. And then you just get it like that. Okay? Apa yang masak? It's fine. So you add your chickpeas to your salad.
You makan nasi?
Oh yes, of course I do. Oh, I eat rice every day, of course.
One serve only.
But Indra pandai balance. So if I eat things like rice, I also know how much to eat. I don't overeat anything. I'm half Indian, I'm half Chinese, I live in Malaysia, I eat every cuisine, honestly. Whether it's Malay cooking, Western cooking, but the reason why I'm showing you how to make this salad is as a meal replacement. Because many of you told me that sometimes you overeat, so you want to eat something light. Okay? Now, I have another protein to add. The last one. Telur, hard-boiled egg. Eggs are actually a very, very good protein. And it's very easy to eat. Easy to cook also. So while you're making all this, you just boil the egg, and then you just chop it up. That's all you do. And then you add the egg into your salad. So now I have my fruit. I've got everything in there. I'm going to add a little bit of nuts, almonds. Just a little bit. And then I want a little bit of sweetness. So we add a little bit of raisins. So everything in here is actually healthy. Belum lagi, wait. Okay, now, if ever you have fruits at home, a lot of us sometimes we buy the fruit and then we don't eat it. How many of you do that? Ada fruit dekat rumah, before you know it, it's soft, overripe, you don't eat it anymore. Right? That happens to a lot of us, right? So don't forget the fruit. Because sometimes just to eat the fruit like that, we don't think about it. So add it to your food. Okay? So I'm just going to slice up the apple. It's very filling, trust me. It's a very good meal replacement. I wouldn't simply recommend this if I don't feel it. So you just add the apples into your... Later, Diana, can you just help me cut that other apple and just add it? Okay, so Diana. Okay, so Diana is going to help me with the apple. I got an assistant. Wow. Okay. So now, everybody asks mayonnaise, right? Because all of us here in Malaysia, whenever we eat salad, we always think of Thousand Island dressing and mayonnaise, right? Mayonnaise is actually quite fattening. It's the same as butter, okay? So you don't always have to put mayonnaise to salad. It doesn't necessarily taste nice. So I'm going to show you how to make a salad dressing that is very easy. Now, once you make this salad, if you just eat like that, tanpa lemak also, it's not going to be very healthy for you. Our body does need fat, but we need healthy fat. We need oils yang sehat, okay? Lemak yang sehat. So that way, we add our oil. For salad, olive oil is very good because it's an oil that doesn't need cooking. No, you can buy the bottle kecil. This one I bought a big one. But olive oil, if you don't use it much, you can actually buy the small bottle. But olive oil you can actually use in your cooking. Actually, for our Asian cooking, you can use olive oil as well. Okay? So what you do to make the dressing is, you get yourself a jar with a cover. Okay? So you put the oil in here. taste, okay? Or Thousand Island dressing. Make your own because this is healthier oil. Salad dressing yang kita beli dekat supermarket, they are not going to use good quality oil like this. They are going to use I'm making a bit more because this is quite okay. Once you put your olive oil here, then I'm going to add vinegar because salad dressing it needs a bit of cuka to give it that sour taste. Now this is cuka hitam. It's also known as balsamic vinegar. This is the glamorous name, right? But it's the same vinegar that you get at the, when you eat Chinese restaurant, when you have your soup, they will give you the cuka on the side. It's the same thing. So you don't have to go to Italy and all that to buy this balsamic vinegar. It is available in Tesco, Giant, any supermarket. It's at the same area as all the kicap, the kicap pekat, kicap masin, all that. You will find this balsamic vinegar, and it's not that expensive. So none of the ingredients here are exotic. You have to spend a lot of money. They're actually very reasonable ingredients. So you add your balsamic vinegar to your dressing. Just a little bit, not too much, okay? And then you put a little bit of mustard. Mustard. The same mustard that you put on hot dog, you know the mustard? So these are things you don't only need to buy only for the salad. Benda-benda macam ni, you probably have at home. For your hot dog, for your soup, for different things. So you just put, oops. Give it a shake first. Just put a little bit. Okay? And then you, because cuka is a bit bahit kan, the taste, you put a little bit of honey just to give it a bit of sweetness. Okay? So then you screw the cap on and then you just shake it. That's all you do. Just shake it. So you can burn some calories while shaking your sauce. Then you taste it. Taste it to your own taste. If you feel too much this one, then you just innovate, okay? And you make it to your taste. So now, let me taste it. It's a little bit more balsamic. No, you want to taste it? Come and taste. Siapa tak pernah rasa, come and taste.
Siapa kena kicap tu, man?
This is a good experience for you to taste new things. Sebab kalau nak makan healthy, kita kena luaskan kita punya rasa. Don't only eat the same foods all the time. So if you want to taste, come and taste. And at least you know what it tastes like.
Cepat lah, nak rasa.
Just try, see how it goes. Of course, cuka by itself doesn't taste nice. I could have told you that it doesn't taste nice by itself, but it's a very nice ingredient to bring flavors out of things. Okay? Okay. Now it's just Now, once you've already done that, then you mix it all up. And then you can just enjoy your salad. Okay? This one, of course, we're making quite a lot for more people to eat. But if you're making at home, you can just make a small portion. That salad bag, boleh simpan. 2-3 hari dalam fridge pun boleh. So you can make it for other things. Make your sandwich or other things that you're making. Okay? So there you go. This is your healthy meal replacement. Ada protein, ada buah, ada sayur. So if you are trying to watch your weight, you've had a very heavy breakfast, you've had a company lunch, very heavy, but in rumah you feel you need to eat something light to replace your meal, this is one of the best choices. Okay? It's still balanced and complete. Okay.
Okay, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, semua dah rasa salad? Okay tak? Saya kasi sendiri kat rumah. Okay, dengan itu, let's give Miss Indra a huge round of applause.
Before they all go.
Okay.
Can we take a picture together so I can put it on my Instagram?
So instead of everybody coming here, why don't there's a nice background. Kita tarik meja kita tu ni. Boleh?
Teh Tarik tu.